Good morning. It's Saturday morning, and this is Luke 5:12 through 16. While he was in one of the cities, there came a man full of leprosy. And when he saw Jesus, he fell on his face and begged him, "Lord, if you will, you can make me clean." And Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, "I will, be clean." And immediately the leprosy left him. And he charged him to tell no one, but go show yourself to the priest and make an offering for your cleansing, as Moses commanded, for a proof to them. But now even more the report about him went abroad, and great crowds gathered to hear him and to be healed of their infirmities. But he would withdraw to a desolate place and pray. So the leper comes up to Jesus and says, if you want to, if you will agree, you can make me clean. And Jesus says, "Oh, sure, I will, be clean," and touches him. You never, ever touched a leper. This was against the law, against common sense. You were sure to get it yourself. I'm not even sure that it was that contagious like that, but this was just something you didn't do. And Jesus, of course, touches him and says, "Don't worry, be healed." And then sends him off to the priest. You got to go to the priest and be certified, healed, cleansed. Then you can take your place in society once you've got this certificate from the priest. But you can't take that place until you do that. So go do that, Jesus says, but don't tell people I did this. Well, the best way to make a secret well known is to tell somebody not to tell anybody, because they'll immediately tell everybody. And apparently that's kind of what happened. This guy told other people about it. And of course they knew, "Aren't you the guy that was covered in leprosy sores, and now look at you, you're all healed. What happened?" "Well, I had an encounter with Jesus." That's what's going to happen here. And so the more he tries to keep his identity a secret, the wider and the faster it spreads. So that's one thing that we see going on. The other thing is that at the end of several of these passages, it says Jesus went off to a quiet place, to a desolate place, to some place out of the way to pray. He didn't want to be in front of everybody when he prayed, so he went off into the desert somewhere. And he needed to pray to keep his relationship with God up and his strength up so that he could do these things. There's a lesson in that for us. We can't do everything under our own power. Sometimes we need to let Jesus be in charge and do it with us and through us. And so we need to pray. So there's your Saturday morning devotional, and I hope that you have a great Saturday. We'll see you on Monday.